Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. We're here each and every day as we answer questions. Better yet, we ask questions, questions that empower us. And so, what came to me this morning is what is our only job today? And our only job today is to be ourselves. Now, that may sound simple, and it is simple, but that's not easy. And the reason it's not easy is because most of us don't have a clue as to who we are. We've not taken the time to go into self discovery. We've not taken the time to look within and find out who we are. Instead, we become molded by our parents, molded by society, molded by outside influences, and we've blindly bought into whatever those are, and we start living it and we think that's who we are. We don't have a clue that that's not who we are. We get domesticated so quickly and so easily in this process. And I know that, I've been focusing on health. God, I can't tell you how long. And then what I noticed this weekend, as I continued as I did some self-questioning, I noticed that I gradually started eating sugar. And then I realized, and I analyzed, where was I eating sugar? And then I said, oh my God, understanding what refined sugar does to the body, I understand that it breaks down the immune system. And at this time of life, breaking down the immune system. And so what I did is I eliminated it. And let me tell you, when I eliminated it, guess what? I found out I was addicted. As little as I was eating, I was addicted because I felt I had this craving come over me. And then because of that, I started asking more questions about how I was being healthy and stuff like that. So I took myself down a rabbit hole, and I didn't get all the way there. But what I did was I explored one thing. I did as much as I felt was required to get the best answer, like looking at vitamin C. Why does the body need vitamin C? What's the best way to take vitamin C? What's the best vitamin C that's easily absorbed? It's interesting. And so I found a powder. And it's not just pure vitamin C, it's ascorbic, and it's not ascorbic acid. I forget the name of it right now. And I ordered it. I did the same thing with vitamin D3. And being a vegetarian, I did the same thing with B12 and realized that these three were the most essential supplements that I wasn't putting in my body through the food, because the food that I'm eating, the food that we're confronted with here and how it's been processed, doesn't have it. So I started to reinvent myself again. Do you get that? Every day that we're alive, we're reinventing ourselves if we're asking questions, if we're seeking a greater expression of life. And here's what I understand. If you do what everyone else is doing, if you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're going to get everyone else's results. Now, the question is, do you want those results? I'm looking around at society. I'm looking around at the people that I see. I don't want their results. I want Lee's results. I want the results that I've determined are going to let me live a fulfilled life. And I think that's the purpose of life, is to live a fulfilled life. Now, what is a fulfilled life for you? Only you can answer that. And that's the work. The work is you deciding, who are you? What makes you tick? What are your gifts? And how do you bring them into life? And those gifts aren't selfish. Those gifts also serve others. Because we didn't come here to be alone. We came here to be together. Because without each other, there's no reflection back to us who we are. We can't make any progress. You see, without a mirror, what do you look like? You would never know. Without other people, you would never know who you are because there's no feedback. So it isn't that we're meant to stay alone. No, no, no. We're meant to interact. So the whole thing that I talked about today, that all you have to do today is to be yourself. My friends, that's a full-time job. And that's not just riding along in blind faith. That's asking questions every moment. Is this the highest expression of me? And I see a lot of you responding. I'm so grateful that you're checking in. Thank you so much. When you check in, I get to hear your comments. I get to feel your energy, and it helps cause me to explore this deeper, to talk about it in a different way, so that maybe if I can do anything, I can get you to ask a question. Because I've really come and I've let go of any possibility that I can change you. I've let go any possibility that I have any responsibility for anyone outside of myself. I don't, because I can't. You see, we're all free. We've all been given free will. And the only person who can change us. Orlando says, what's the best advice for people in their 20s? Orlando, I'm going to get you to read a book. And I've told some of you out there this, and I'm going to tell a lot of you. Here's where you start. Read the book, The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz. Read the book, The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz. That will start you focusing in a way that you've not focused before. It'll teach you that you are empowered. It will teach you that you are the creator. It will teach you personal responsibility. It will teach you that love, as I teach, is not romantic. Love has nothing to do with romance. That's all nonsense. Romance is a biological thing, hormonal thing. We've confused it. We've said it's romance. I gotta have more romance. Well, get some more chemicals in your body, everybody. That's why it always ends. Why romance doesn't live. The chemicals, they wear out. The newness causes those chemicals. Anyway, yeah, love means to accept. So to truly love oneself, Orlando, is truly accept yourself as you are, just as you are, and then to be constantly unfolding who you are into a greater, infinite, divine expression of life. Unique, like no one else has ever lived. That's your key. Be unique. So, that's my talk for today. Pretty simple one, isn't it? It's the most complex thing you could ever do, is to be you. It's going to require more work than anything you can imagine. And I can't think of any place else I'd rather put my energy than working on me. Because here's what I understand. The experience that I have, the life that I live, the life that I share, depends on how I look at myself. Because if I can look at myself as love, I can look at you as love. So until tomorrow or next time, hey gang, I love you and I accept you as you are. Go be you. Aloha.